Hi all, it's me again. So we're gonna be doing just a quick video. We started doing the end game in the last lesson, and there's a reason why I left it to the last, is because there's a lot to cover that you can't really cover in just one video. Like all the mates, for example, and how to analyze the end game. Um, and second of all, the end game is kind of dry stuff. It's not very entertaining at all. Um, So what I'm going to do is like two video like all the possibilities of mates I will go through. I'll do two at a time, and then I'll show you a separate position, and you can see if it's a draw or not. So, alright, so we are the first mate I'm going to show you is the king and rook. Now this is the most common. This is the most common scenario that you end up set up. You normally ended up with a rook and a king because you take the other guy's rook. So the reason why I'm using this program is because this computer's AI, it doesn't try to win. It does everything it can to try and draw. So this is how you go about checkmating with a king and rook. Mainly, you again, like all the other mates, you've got to decide where you want the king to go. Left, right, back, it doesn't matter where, but once you pick it, you've got to stick it. So, I'm going to choose the 8th row. So, again, I guess this would be like NFL. Your king's the blocker. You don't want the king coming forward. And then the only way that you can do that is by putting your king in front of his, because then uh, the opposing king can't come forward at all. Alright, so now you go ahead with the rook. So now, no matter what, the king can't come forward because the rook's there blocking him off. So now he's put the king next to the rook. You can't move your king. So you're going to have to do a delaying move. So he's going to go after the rook. That's all he can do. And what you're looking for is a situation where the kings are opposite each other. Well, that's made it easier. Rook forward. I'm sure you pretty much see how this is going to go. He's going after a rook, but he's down half the work for us. Now we've got him trapped on the 8th rank. Now again, you've got to wait until the kings are opposite each other. So he's going to reach my rook before I get my king there, so you bring your rook over the other side. There we go. Just back up one more. That's why I want the king opposite each other. So if I move my king, he would move. So he's cotton on to the idea. So my king's got to go after him. He's going to keep going until the end, which is fine. But eventually he's going to run out of squares. And there we go. And rook forward. And that's checkmate. Because the king can't go anywhere. Because the king, my king's blocking him. Ugh. Alright. So the rook and king versus the king is kind of pretty easy. So we'll do the next one. Uh, Now king and queen versus the king, which is pretty much easy. You can do it just like the rook, but you do have to be careful because there is a chance of stalemate with this. You can use the exact same style as the king and rook. This is where you got to be careful because the king's almost stalemated. And so if I move my king to c6, it would be stalemate because the king can't go anywhere, but it's not in check. You see, it's... And again, if I move my king here or anywhere, it would be stalemate because the king can't go anywhere and it's not check. So we got to back up a little bit, give the king some breathing room. And now it's checkmate no matter what he does. There you go. So it's... As you can see, out of the two mates, it is quite possible to mess up. And that's why you have to know it. Um, because you could have run a game, and if you don't, you'll mess up. Alright, next. So that's enough for the mates today. And let's see. Mhm. This may look familiar to you, but it is different. You see, this time the pawns are not starting off on the 7th rank, they're starting from, so they can only move once. So let's try something different, shall we? Who wins, who draws? Now remember, the AI will do absolutely everything it can to draw. Well, that just messed it up. If he came forward, he would have won. Oh, no, it didn't. He's blocked my king. That looked like a bad move. So as you can see, this is pretty much going to end in a draw. Because the king goes back here, and he goes right back there. Unless he does something stupid like that. It should have been a draw. And I've got the pawn. And it's over. Some reason it didn't go back here, but that technically should have been a draw. So much for the AI showing me up like that. And it's over. Alright, so the next video I'll do a king and two bishops. And for those that need to, I'll do the king and two rooks. Alright, have fun.